Marley Bird, proud spokesperson for Red Heart Yarns, and I want to show you how you would do multiple color sequences to achieve the plan pooling look. To understand what I'm talking about, take a look at this really beautiful wrap. You can see that we get this really great argyle look using the crocheted moss stitch, which is a single crochet, chain one, single crochet, chain one. And we are doing that over a multiple of color sequences. For this particular wrap, it has 4 color sequences. By this point, you should understand the plan pooling process. And if you need help with that, I do have a perfect plan pooling video right here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. I'll be sure to put a link in the video description box right below this video. Once you understand the concept of plan pooling and how the colors are shifting, the idea of doing a multiple color sequence is really simple. What we want to do is, instead of working through just one sequence, we will work through as many sequences as necessary for our project. In order to do that, we simply work our moss stitches, maintaining the 3 single crochets in each color of the sequence for the number of sequences we want. Let me show you an example. As we look down here, you can see that I have already done a number of chains that I know would be the correct length, at least long enough to accommodate the number of color sequences I want. Now, in this particular part, I've already worked through 1 row and the 2nd row, and I'm starting row 3, so I'm beginning my shift. In this pattern, you can see I have 2 color sequences. I started off with this salmon color, and so let's see where we get back to the salmon color. All right, it's right here. So there's 1 and 2. So if I were to stop right there, this would be a full width of 1 color sequence. But for my particular pattern, I want to do 2. So I would continue on. Here's the salmon, and I work through until I get down to 2 more salmon colors. Then it's just a matter of working our plan pooling as we know. I chained 2 and I worked my stitches all the way back. Notice I'm still only getting 3 single crochets in each color until the end. Now I'm here on row 3, and this very first stitch I did in my chain 1 space is also that salmon color, which makes it so that these stitches down here are going to shift in this direction. If I had made that particular stitch the pink color below, if I made it this stitch below, my stitches would actually stack. Because I don't want them to stack, it's really important that I force that stitch to be that salmon color, and it makes these colors shift just as I want. You're familiar with plan pooling, so none of this is new. What's new is the fact that when I get to the end of my first sequence, I just continue on. Like, I don't even pay attention to the fact that it's the end of a sequence. I just maintain my stitches all the way across this row. Let me show you what I mean. I'm working my moss stitch, and I'm making sure that each one of my single crochets are in 1 color. And so as I work across each color of a sequence, I just need to make sure that each single crochet of that color is the same color, is 3, okay? So I need 3 of the same color. So I have purple, purple, purple. Chain 1, doesn't matter what color the chain 1 is, and I carry on. I'm coming up to where this would be the end of my color sequence, okay? And you'll see here, I'm just moving right past it, not paying any attention to it. So this would have been the end of my color sequence, okay? This would have been the end of it. But I'm just moving right on past it, making sure that I get the 3 single crochets in each color. As long as I maintain my 3 single crochets per color, it doesn't matter how many sequences I have, because I will still finish the row just as I would if it was just 1 sequence. Pretty simple, right? So as I carry on, like right here, I need 1 more of that color, and I'm just repeating my sequence. And remember, I crochet around my chain because see how it's starting to curve on me? And I can make it so that way all of my stitches are nice and even as I straighten everything out. Let me just kind of go like this. Straighten everything out on my chain, just like if it was an adjustable ring. It allows the stitches to not have to cram up on each other, and it allows you a chance to really establish a gauge that works for you to get those 3 single crochets. So here it is. This is me working across 1 full repeat, and then I'm starting my 2nd repeat. And I would end just like I would if it were on the first singular repeat. Hopefully all of that makes sense and you understand better how to do multiple color sequences using the planned pooling technique. I will tell you that using the Super Saver pooling yarn makes this technique a lot easier because we've designed the yarn to get exactly 3 single crochets using the moss stitch out of each color in a color sequence, making it really convenient and easy, and hopefully you'll have great success in your planned pooling endeavors. If you'd like to try out some patterns using multiple color sequences across a row, you can check out the free patterns that are available at redheart.com. This pattern I started off showing you is a beautiful wrap pattern using the exact colorway that I showed you today. And you can make this wrap, once again, it is 4 color sequences wide, and you just make it as long as you want it to be. Along with the wrap, there's a beautiful blanket. This blanket uses the colorway Papaya. Isn't it gorgeous? It is 5 color sequences wide, and you can see how simply stunning all of these colors are together. You'll also notice that each particular color only has 3 single crochets, and they're all offset by 1 every other row. I finished off the edging on this one with a really great edging that I like. It's just half double crochets, work through, I'm going to call it the 3rd loop. And so you get this really cool, simple, subtle look. And this uses just a plain Red Heart Super Saver color. But this blanket is stunning. You are now all set to run out, grab some Super Saver pooling yarn, and make a blanket or a wrap or any item that you want to make that has multiple color sequences. If you want more instruction on how to do planned pooling, please check out the pooling videos I have on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. There's an entire playlist with a bunch of instructions, including 10 secrets to perfect planned pooling, how to chart out your own pooling chart, and how to get rid of that foundation chain once you have worked around the foundation chain. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm Marley Bird, proud national spokesperson for Red Heart Yarns, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Everything you need to know about knitting or crochet can be found right here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. Learn with Marley Bird. Visit youtube.com/Marley Bird.